not vote on these bills unless we amend them. He's got serious issues. So all of this ICE stuff, immigration, DHS, could, factor into the fact that, this weather is going to make it difficult for senators to get back here. The Senate doesn't have proxy voting. They've got to actually get here to vote on these funding bills. So now Kane's saying, unless we get amendments, we may not move this thing forward. Democrats do have some power to stop this thing.
All right, Shannon, I want to ask you about this war of words between the California governor, Gavin Newsom, and President Trump. President Trump has been slamming, Gavin Newsom as a lame duck governor of a failing state. Gavin Newsom's fired right back at him. And it's all happening on the world stage. And even some, unexpectedly, are coming to the defense of President Trump on this. Here's Stephen A. Smith slamming Newsom. Listen.
Say whatever you want here. As a governor from the opposite side of the aisle of a state in the United States on American soil, fine. But I'm one of those people, when we go somewhere else, it's America first. Our problems, our problems. But we ain't taking dirty laundry outside.
Yeah, maybe the global stage isn't the right place to have this war of words.
Yeah, and we used to have this, that critique stops at the water's edge, that, when you're overseas, you're not taking shots at the current administration or U.S. policy. But I just don't know that these two can resist going after each other, whatever the stage is. Mark Halperin had very interesting reporting, too. He said, according to him, they actually had this nice little chit-chat backstage and were kind of, teasing each other and that kind of thing. And then the president said something like, "We're good, Gavin." So it works for both of them, I think, to be foils for each other. It's very much, setting up this 2028 potential bid for Gavin Newsom. And there are plenty of Republicans out there saying, we don't mind him elevating and having a high profile in these fights with the president because they think he's a weak contender and his record is bad and they want to campaign against him.
I picked up on what Halperin was reporting, too, and you wonder how much of this is performative. Trump went into Davos.
Works for both of them.
Yeah, it does. And Trump went into Davos and dominated, and Newsom, fought for the oxygen that he received as well. David Axelrod had an interesting comment, however. He observes this from the Democratic perspective. He says Newsom's whip smart, charismatic. His critiques of Trump are right, but this, why can't people just be as courageous as me? That routine is tedious. Haven't we seen enough self-puffery in our leaders? I didn't see that one coming, Shannon. Did you?
Well, I wouldn't have, but listen, this is a very frustrated party that does not want to make mistakes, repeat mistakes that cost them a potential real run at the White House in 2028. So I think that they're going to be a lot more open to critiquing their own from the inside so they end up with what they believe is the strongest possible